Yeah, so good morning and welcome to another session. So just before the recording started, we were having a discussion about my talk yesterday with Sharan, and I gave my first public appearance talk, wherein I discussed my life story and my disease reversal journey. And Mukesh told that my own suffering inspired me to look at life. It gave me a purpose to my life. So one of my mentors at Sharan, Divine Rose, she is with us, and she also taught me something on similar lines. So Rose, ma'am, would you like to elaborate on this thing about suffering and how suffering can show you the path to your purpose?
Yeah, suffering is actually really painful, but that really helps you to heal yourself, maybe past janma or this janma, and you will bloom. And I saw you, you bloomed so beautifully, so beautifully. Yesterday I was perfect. There is nothing to tell you. Perfect, I felt when I was watching your program. I my God, oh my God, what a transformation! And you taken that break from the Sharon, and you really bloomed, and it has really given me a confidence in my life. The way you bloomed, and me and Captain was watching together. I'm like, oh, perfect. He was, and when you are sliced and you are slide and that 5 points Sharon's plan, everything you kept it as a classy, and it is divinely beautiful. I don't know how much I've praised. I only saw the goodness in you, and see the life is bloomed in such a way where you started from your journey and where you are. I'm really looking forward you to the work you are doing more and
All God's grace and your guidance, ma'am, I would say. You and Captain. I mentioned at the end also that you are like my adopted parents and how you
so many people are adopted as a parents.
people adopt children. I adopted parents also.
Yeah, I'm so happy, Manish.
Mm.
Even everybody has to think in this way. Like we will get a time to bloom yourself. This 1 year, 2 year, you got yourself and bloomed. It is inspiring, really inspiring. More than your healing of your body or anything, I really felt you are bloomed in and out.
Rose ma'am touched a very important point about divinity. So actually, when there is a public talk or public appearance, there is some semblance of anxiety, some semblance of like that fear of judgment. So this is what I also say to myself before any major talk, even before these classes, that I don't know what I'm going to do. So I just let divinity express itself through me. So when you drop that fear of judgment, and one more hack that I use before my talks and before any major event, I learned this from Steve Jobs. So what Steve Jobs said in his commencement speech at Stanford. So what he told that we are all going to die soon. Have this belief because anyways, we are going to die one day. So in the face of death, you lose all the fear of embarrassment, all the fear of failures, and you just be yourself. So this is how I prepare for. I don't like rehearse very often. Yeah, I did my practices once or twice, but because I know I'm very confident about the content. It's my own life story. How can I go wrong? But when that fear is off your back, that is when you come out and give your reasonable best. So that I would say is all God's grace that I was able to like. It's a journey, I would say. So when I was in my sixth grade, it's a very personal sharing I'm doing. Sixth grade in school, I was given I was asked to give a public talk about Jawaharlal Nehru on 14th of November, and I plumbered. I could not give a speech. I shivered. I just came off stage, and I carried that baggage with me till 2022. Although I was a yoga teacher, I gave talks at Yoga Institute, but I had those palpitations and sleepless nights before my public talks. So when I went to the Sharan retreat with Captain and did the Byron Katie, the work, the 4 point plan. So everything that I was carrying for 20, 25 years, more than 30 years, in fact, yeah, that was 30 years, it was all false. That I'm not a good public speaker, I cannot speak in public, and so many things like were addressed in the retreat. That is when, ma'am, my transformation started happening. That I just started the group classes in 2022. I started in public talks, and this is now a part of my second nature, my kind of thing. So I would say like Every one of you. Few things hold us back in life. It's not just me. Every one of us, like through society, like we learned last time, the false stories that we are carrying. Somebody told us something in childhood, and we are carrying that still with us. And knowingly, unknowingly, people just say something to you, and you don't live your life to the fullest. So very important to drop your story at the same time. It is also very important to what yoga says, know thyself. So this is what quickly I'll cover in the next 10 minutes. So in yoga, as we know now, it is not just asanas and pranayam. It is about yamas and niyamas. That is what is the first two limbs. And in the second limb, niyama, there are five aspects. One of those is swadhyay. Okay, we are going to learn about Swadhyay today. What Swadhyay means is self-reflection or self-study. So why do you think is self-study important in yoga? Why did Maharshi Patanjali 5,000 years ago spoke about self-study? Anyone?
So that you can reflect on what's working in your life and what's not working in your life, and how you can improve yourself, and what you're doing is going towards your goal or no.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, even thousands years ago, people may be facing these same challenges that we are facing today. That's why it was told at that time that self-study, a daily practice of self-reflection, very rightly said, Dolly, yes, on a physical level, on a physical plane. If you are in body consciousness, which we all are at some point in our lives, we need to reflect. And how often should we reflect? What do you think? Anyone?
Every day.
Others now?
Every day.
Every day. Yes.
Every day. If you
And self
want to be a better person, every day.
Yes, every day do some so anybody would like to share any self-reflection techniques that you are doing right now? Yeah, if anyone is doing anything on a daily basis or a weekly basis, yeah, anyone? Yeah, Dolly.
I'm trying to not to take mobile to the bathroom
Okay.
because
Okay.
it's uh, it's a habit which we don't even notice, and so I'm consciously trying since 1 week कि नहीं लेके जाना है, and I'm trying to succeed.
Good. So you're working on a habit that you are not taking your phone inside your washroom. That's a very thank you for the frank sharing that you did. This is a mistake that many people do. And not only like it's like not a good habit. Your washroom contains a lot of germs also. There are a lot of germs and that you carry with you everywhere. So not a good habit. Yeah, thank you for sharing, Ekta. Yeah.
Yeah, I always practice gratitude and forgiveness part in the morning itself, while doing my mandir, my puja and all. I always do the gratitude part. I always do every 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Forgiveness part I do daily at night and in the morning.
Notable. So she's consciously doing forgiveness and gratitude. Excellent, Ekta. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else? Navmeet wrote something in the chat box. She writes her daily accomplishments. Yes, that is very important. See, reflection doesn't mean that you only focus on your negatives.
Yes,
It
sir.
also means that accomplishments, yeah, a list of accomplishments, such a good thing that yes, so many good things we do daily. Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Navneet.
I want to tell you. So I every day I write gratitude for one day before whatever happens. Okay, everything, even the people who given the smile, even I felt my yoga mat or anything, I just continuously write it down. And seventh day I write gratitude for myself. So sixth day I do gratitude for other things. Seventh day I write gratitude for myself, and when you write the gratitude, I observe my throughout the day. So I feel if I have to correct some word, the words I used, the incidents that happened, how I can, now I am a calm person in the morning, how I can use the better words, the better way of handling the things, better the person should understand such kind of a words I can use. I rewrite the stories, whatever better way I can do it. So this way, when I do it, the next time same incidents happen, I will be much mature and the words what I written, it normally speaks. This is the one of the thing I do.
Thank you, ma'am. This is one practice I also followed a lot when I started my journey. This is one practice that how can I better respond to a same trigger which happens again in my life. So somebody said me something and I reacted. I know I'm wrong, but how will you correct yourself next time? So it's not only about judging yourself, but preparing yourself for a similar situation in future. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. Geeta aunty, yeah, you unmuted yourself.
Basically, for me, it's been an introspection journey all along. So I studied in J. Krishnamurti school, which was giving us the opportunity to think from that age, think and observe. So these were two qualities which I picked up at a very young age as a teenager. So all along for me, introspection means that if something has worked well, or what did I say, what did I do that made someone smile or say thank you or whatever. And if something didn't go wrong, if something didn't go right, what went wrong? So that has been my journey. And for me, there's no time as such. I think I'm more spontaneous. When something happens, that's the time when I kind of focus on that issue and um, absorb and, absorb that into my system that, okay, this is what happened. This should not repeat again. Um, I'm not very much of a reading and a writing person, but I'm more of a thinker. And so, somehow I feel that when that thought process is on, you're alert to a large extent on a conscious level. Yeah. So that's how I have worked.
Yes. So thank you, Geeta aunty, for sharing. So what she is telling that, like what I hear her saying that she does her own manan, write it down and do these things. But for a beginner, I would say if you're not used to doing reflection and introspection, always keep a journal with you. So yoga speaks about a lot about journaling, and there is no one way to journal. Okay, so don't think there is something that written in stone that you have to do this way only. Okay, so journal can be divided into many parts, what I did earlier. So one is gratitude. Yes, you should have daily gratitude practice. That's a must. Gratitude should be with emotions, not only just mention that I'm grateful. What thing you're grateful for and how you feel when you think about that situation or that person. Yeah. Gratitude should be a part of that. Second should be how can I improve myself? So certain things that happened with me the previous day, which I'm like not happy about, or I could have done better. So this will prepare you for similar situations in future. Very, very important list of accomplishments. What Navneet said, again, very important. Somewhere, somehow, we tend to self-criticize ourselves more than appreciate. So yes, we are humans, we do mistakes, but we all do excellent things daily. So accomplishment should not be big accomplishments. You did help someone or you did something fantastic. Even small things. Small things. You uh, greeted someone. For example, watchman in the building. How often do we greet them? Hmm? They are doing the selfless job. They stay awake the whole night. Why can't we greet them with a smile? It's an accomplishment for you that you made this world a better place. Small, small things like an animal, like someone crossing the road. You can help someone cross the road. So many good things we can do. So this thing will improve your own that aura, that self-respect that will improve. So find out creative ways. How I can this build on the list of accomplishments, not big things, but small things. Small things build up to big things. It's very, very important. But ultimately, the Swadhyay that yoga speaks about, self-reflection with a capital S, is that you have to reach a stage. See, it's a process. It's always start with the physical and then you move towards the causal body, as yoga says that capital S means your true self. Self-reflection that daily you reflect on your true nature. Your true nature, yoga says, is your consciousness. Every day, just for 2 minutes, start with 2 minute thing. This fun affirmation that I'm not this body, I'm not this mind. Your awareness, I am. What we do. So when you drop this body consciousness, this mind consciousness, uh, believe me, you will let universe take over. Because see, ultimately what we are not just this physical collection of organs and bones and muscles and joints. We are not that. We are something beyond. This false ego that we are carrying, the second klesha, asmita, ego, that I am the doer. This is the cause for our suffering, and it is deep rooted in ignorance. We are the most evolved species. We have this intellect which no other species has. We should be flourishing and shining every moment. We have the capacity to discern what is right, what is wrong, and take a conscious decision. We have this willpower. But why are so many people having mental health issues? Why are so? Because we have this wrong notion that I am the doer and I have the power to change my life. This is the false notion. So daily self-reflection technique means, yeah, you reflect on the conduct on the outside. Very, very important. So don't undermine that also. Daily write. What did you do? Journaling means just having a conversation with your own self. If I want to know, suppose Mukesh, how can I know? I will call him, I'll speak about his days. Mukesh, what did you do for the last 20 years? We were not in touch. So he'll say, I did my CFA, I did my MBA, I become the CEO, I became the vice president, whatever. I'll know Mukesh. If I want to know myself, how can I know? Through journaling. So I got up in the morning, I did my routines, I took my classes, I did my office work. I had a heated conversation with someone. I could have responded better. Just don't judge yourself. It's just your dincharya. Never, not judging. Reflection means don't judge. Don't try to correct then and there itself. It will be auto correction. Because once you just run through your day, next time just see when the similar situation happens, you will respond differently. You don't need to correct yourself. It's a very, very powerful technique which many successful people have been using. Yoga also speaks about journaling. So can we maintain a journal since it's a new year is coming and I don't want any like new year resolution, but let's like practice now. Enough of talk, enough of this thing. I know it gets sometimes overwhelming. Don't judge yourself if you're not able to journal daily. At least start thrice a week. कि चलो, make it a commitment. कि thrice a week, I'll spend 5 minutes journaling. Can we do this? Just try it. Don't buy fancy books. Just घर में कोई भी book है, बच्चे की book है, वो भी ले लो. Last के few pages खाली है. Just start. Mukesh has been doing this daily for the past 1 month. Mukesh, can you share your experience? You shared with me that you are journaling. How was your experience with journaling? And then we start our exercises. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, I mean, thanks to Manish only, I've started doing this daily. So what I do is 3 to 1. So basically, I mean, every day before going to bed, I've been doing this. So 3 points, and which I have increased over a number of days is, those are accomplishments of what things went good with me during the day. Then there are 2 points, or which are areas of improvement or things which I could have done better during the day. And then there is one point which is about the gratitude, and about people I wish to thank about, for the during the day, what had happened good for me and whom I want to really thank from the bottom of my heart. So this is the exercise that I've been doing. And I mean, basically this is something which has helped me to kind of reflect and to do self study and to learn from my own conduct and from my own self. There are so many things which it's a tendency where we easily forget to learn from our own self. So I think we always keep referring to the outside world, or but one thing which I think is very important is we can learn a lot from our own self also. And that is something which we that can help us not to repeat those kind of same issues or same mistakes in the forward. And it is a self improvisation each day, like as we pass on. So so that it really helps. I would say it has helped me to calm down on certain areas, like where I was I would say, I mean, overexcited, or multitasker or something, which has helped me to calm down on certain areas. And this has basically, it has helped me to like the key theme of the topic today is like the self introspection. It has helped me on that area, and
Thank you,
some of the
Mukesh.
key takeaways. I keep asking myself those questions. How do I improve on those areas?
Thank you, Mukesh, for sharing. Such a beautiful thing he said. Tap into your own inner wisdom. Yeah, he summarized it beautifully that what journaling helps you do self-reflection. That अपना अंदर का जो गुरु है, there's a guru within us that awakens when you do self-reflection. Come, let's start with exercises. Everybody on the mat. Yeah, Kirti, you want to share anything?
Yeah. I've been doing this journaling like from 10 years or so. Not every day, but whenever I'm feeling low or something. Like from my college days, I've been doing this. And after my wedding, we wanted a baby boy. So like in these Diwali cleaning and all, I get all my old books, all my old diaries and all. So I was just going through it. I have seen like I've been writing every day. I need a healthy baby boy. I need a healthy baby boy. And it actually came true. Mukesh knows everything.
Mhm.
So I have been telling many of my people, my friends who are struggling with the same, you keep writing it and universe will give it to you. And that's a fact. So I have seen my pages, like I must have written like for the months, continue, and it's a fact. And I have got a baby boy which is actually healthy. So and as you say that the universe will always give what you want. So now if I want everything, I keep writing it. So this has been helping me to know that it really works. So it's a live example for me myself. So whatever I want, like good health for my parents or for my kids or whatever, so I keep writing it. So that will come
Beautiful.
true one
But
day.
Kirti, just don't do it when you feel low. Make it a habit.
Yeah. But
Make
generally,
it
I've
a
been
habit.
doing it like whenever you feel
Yeah.
low, like there is something which you cannot share with
Mm.
everything,
Yes.
so it's better to write it down. So that's what I have
Mm.
been doing it since so many
Just
years.
spend 5 minutes. Just spend 5 minutes daily,
Yeah.
not more. And so when you feel good also, na, so that low days will be less. The days. And Kirti, by the way, your face has completely transformed. I congratulate you for your transformation. And I'm seeing you after so many days. You normally keep your camera off. Yes. Are people noticing the change in you? Do people notice? You need to unmute yourself.
Yes, every day, every day. Every day I get a compliment from someone or the other. Every day. What have you been doing? Tell me or whatever. Whenever people come to my house, I tell them, what do you like to eat? Give me whatever you eat because you have changed so much. Whatever you eat, give me that only.
Great. Let's
That's
start
what
with
the
exercise. Yeah,
answer
Rose
is.
ma'am. Yeah, Rose ma'am, you want to share anything? Unmute yourself,
Actually,
please. Yeah.
I'm doing it for 2 years. I never missed one day also because that is the biggest self love you can do it yourself. And why writing is important is when we go for a grocery shopping, if we have so many things to buy, and if you write it down in the paper, throughout the day you will enjoy your life. You know it is there in the paper. Okay, so you are taking it out into the paper, what you want to do it. So writing really helps, and through your hand, the nervous system is really connected. So that's the reason I am doing it, and I see really emptying my head. When you empty your head, then only you can live mindfully. You are born in this earth to see the nature's beauty. You will see beautiful things. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. Beautiful session today. Yeah, let's start with exercises.